Bravely Default 2 is a game rated T by the ESRB. Product provided by Nintendo. Oh, it's a little book. Hi, everybody. Welcome to First 20 here on Stephen Plays. My name is Stephen George. I play video games, and every Friday it's the first 20 minutes or so of a game. Today, courtesy of Nintendo, we are taking a look at Bravely Default 2. They'd sent me an email a while back and said, hey, you want to check out this game? And I was like, actually, yes. I never got a chance to check out Bravely Default 1, which came out quite a few years ago, or the sequel, Bravely Second. But I heard that they had really cool game mechanics for a JRPG, and I was like, I want to try this one. So this is not a direct sequel, so you're safe to just start on this game. We've had some folks kind of equating it to the Final Fantasy series, where it's like another Final Fantasy, so it's not directly connected to some of the other games. Let's just start a new game and see what this is all about. It's an RPG, so might be a long one. If you're watching this on YouTube, then you already know how long it is.
I am that which whispers, which carries, which connects. This thread of life, adrift, untethered. It must be woven back into the fabric of the world. Remember. Remember who you are.
Who am I? Standard difficulty level, recommended for everyone except real gluttons for punishment. All right, we'll do normal. Remember that you're normal.
Go. Return to the land, to your destiny. Cry out. Call out your name.
My name? Seth. Okay. We'll Seth. Yeah, that's a good name. I love Seth. Just gonna keep Seth. Just gonna do Seth. Just go ahead and type in Seth here. Just Seth. Let's see. Is that how you? I think that's how you spell Seth. All right, got it. So you are Seth. Please note that some characters may not display correctly. Be aware that this name will be shared with others if online functionality is used. That's fine. I spell Seth a little differently than other folks, and that's fine. Also, 16 characters? That's a lot. These games that are I don't know, 7? And this is no, you can have 3 names if they're short. Prologue, The Inner Ocean's Call. Look at that cute little lamp loading screen. That's cute. It's flickering. That's how you know it's working. We've managed to avoid drowning.
Where am I?
Is this what the crystal wished to show us?
Without a doubt, my lady. Where the light led, there he lay.
Are those voices? But whose?
'Twould seem he is a young man of the sea.
This is all a little unexpected, I must say. But I trust you, Sir Sloane, and I trust the light of the crystal.
He may not seem much, my lady, but appearances can be deceiving. In any case, he is in need of urgent treatment. Let us return to town with all haste. We will talk more of what this means at a later juncture.
Can't believe I survived.
Neat. Chat pointing out Link's Awakening. The Legend of Zelda Default 2, not to be confused with Default 2nd. This is cute. Huh?
Huh? Where am I?
Is the entire game voice acted?
You are in Halcyonia, in an inn. Don't be alarmed, you are quite safe. Now that you appear to be capable of speaking, perhaps you could tell me a little about yourself.
I'm normal.
Me? Sure. I mean, I'm just a regular sailor, I guess. My ship got hit by this huge wave, and I was swept overboard. I don't remember anything after that. Guess I must have drifted here on the tide.
I see. Then perhaps it was the crystal's will after all.
Huh? What do you mean?
Oh, I was standing over here.
Our young seafarer has awoken at last. Verily, thy plight hath troubled us greatly, friend. We had feared the very worst.
This is Sir Sloane, the royal man-at-arms.
The what?
Come, my lady. We must make haste. It will not do to keep King Vernon waiting.
Indeed not. We will leave right away.
Wait, you're going to meet a king? Who exactly are you?
Gloria
Normal?
of Musa, at your service. Princess Gloria of Musa, if you prefer my proper title. Although, since my kingdom was destroyed, I've been unsure whether I'm worthy of it any longer.
You're a princess.
I shall explain everything in due course. For now, you would do well to rest a while longer.
Sure. Okay.
Moving the story forward. All right, it's time to get your adventure underway. Any key locations you need to visit in order to move the story forward will be indicated by the golden diamond icon. Why not start by seeing where it leads you? If you ever get confused about what you're supposed to be doing, you can press and hold R to check your current objectives. Okay. All right, so if I hold R, talk to the innkeeper. Okay, but what about this? Phoenix Downs. If the first items that you get in a video game are Phoenix Downs, you know you're in for a rough time. This fool's gonna die a lot.
Feeling better now, are you?
Yeah. Thanks for letting me stay here.
Don't mention it. It's only right to help people out when they're in need.
Well, thanks all the same. So this place is called Halcyonia, right? Can't say I've ever heard of it. Where exactly are we?
Ah, I didn't think you were from around here. All right, let me show you on a map. Here we are.
What the? This map doesn't make any sense. Where the heck am I?
World big.
I heard you met with something of a calamity.
Ganon?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. My ship was hit by a giant wave. Must have been a freak storm or something.
Oh dear. Yes, we've been hearing a lot about enormous waves and the like lately. We're all right here in the city, but I heard they wreaked havoc down on the coast.
That doesn't sound good. Maybe I should go check it out. See if I can figure out what happened to me.
Well, the seaside's not far south of here. Follow the road out of town, and you'll be there in a jiffy. Tell you what, why don't you take the map with you in case you get lost?
Really? Thanks.
You got the map. Main menu is now accessible. Press X to do it. Okay. Well, let's try. X, Far Gothics, level 1. Freelancer, level 1. Okay. Travelogue. Okay, so we can see some things. Neat. No, go back. Items. What I got? Okay, I actually have quite a few things. I've got dagger map. I got some potions. Phoenix Downs. Things that cure target of sleep. And got a cap. I have a fish! Did that show up in my pocket? Tunic. Clothespin. Merman scale. Okay, so we're going full blast on this JRPG. Let's see. Do we have any magic? No, we don't know jack. Got it. Equipment. Okay. Don't I have a cap? I'm not wearing it. Why ain't I wearing it? I gotta put on this cap, man. It makes your stuff go up. I don't have anything for my hands. I'm wearing the tunic. And the clothespin gives you sleep immunity. Okay, again, we should be wearing this stuff. Okay. Cool. All right. There's also attributes. What are attributes? Oh, this is our status. This just shows us where all of our skills lie. Okay. And then there's a lore guide. All right. I think we're good. To get to the sea, just follow the road south. The sea's still a bit choppy, though, so be careful. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It feels very like storybook-esque. Home of the Spring Breeze. Kirby? Halcyonia. Making your way around town. Find various helpful establishments in the villages, such as shops and inns. If you're struggling, press R to get a zoomed-out view of your current location. Okay. If you need to get somewhere quickly, you can push and hold ZR to break into a run. And if you're the sort of person who's always in a hurry, you can open the menu and go to option settings to have our hero run by default. So this is the walk. This is the run. The run's actually quite fast. All right, hi. And if this is me zooming out. You can't zoom out and walk at the same time. It's very pretty. Let's chat with some of these folks. Do you have everything you need for your travels? If not, our shop should be able to help you. Listen, even if you don't need anything, could you at least go in and browse a bit? My father gives me money for every customer I bring into the shop. Oh, is that here? Welcome. I'm just trying to get your daughter paid. Teleport stone. Tent, magnifying glass. All right. I do actually have some money. A lot of times in games you start without anything. I got $422, but I don't have any evidence of what exactly I need. So this is interesting, though. Displays various information about an enemy, including its HP and any weaknesses. Is this an item, or is this something that I can equip? I bought it because I wanted to. It's my money. Equipment. Is that something like a clothespin? No, that is an item. Okay, so I use that in battle, and wow, okay, that's a one-time use thing. I thought it was a little cheap. I was like, $22? That sounds good. Something strange is happening to the ocean. High seas, big waves, sudden storms. It's got the tides all messed up, too, which means people can't go out fishing. No one's seen anything like it before. Excuse me, ma'am. We only have one season here in Halcyonia. Spring! It's nice and warm all year round, perfect for taking outdoor naps. The pollen's the only problem. My hay fever basically never goes away. Achoo! Is there another? Yeah, there's another kid. I can't talk to this kid. Okay. Really? Alright. We mustn't abandon hope. No matter how bleak things become, we need to take courage and look to the future. The heroes of light are sure to cut through the darkness and come to our aid. That's what people used to say when I was a little girl anyway. I have no idea if it's actually true. Princess Gloria has been with us for a few years now, ever since she had to flee for her own kingdom. Musa, it was called. Surely she can't stay here forever, though. I wonder what she'll do. What do you guys say? Halcyonia is How do you pronounce it? Halcyonia. Halcyonia is the most prosperous and peaceful kingdom that's ever existed. I'm so lucky to have been born here. I mean, just look at what's going on elsewhere. A destroyed kingdom here, a military dictatorship there. I might go in some of these buildings before I head up to the coast. There's a lot to see. Musa was only a small kingdom, but it had so much history. I just don't understand what could have destroyed it like that. I mean, there are loads of rumors, monsters, civil war, you name it. No one really knows the truth, though. You're not going to sell me anything? Okay. Why can't I talk to... All right. Halcyonian produce is the best you can ever hope to find. That's why our drinks taste so good. Look, it must be true. I've been drinking the local brew all day. See, I don't know why I can't... I don't know why I can't talk to some of these. Here! My sword arm's getting stronger every day. Before long, I'll be able to take down a dragon. I mean, I would if they existed. I know dragons aren't real. Foreshadowing. Okay, I don't know why I can't talk to some of the NPCs. I understand that if they have a speech bubble, I can talk to them. I just don't understand why some of them are even here. Just write them some dialogue. Just do it. Can I get back? There's nothing I can steal. Let's go upstairs. This is that door's for looking. Hello. King Vernon's otherwise engaged at the moment. You'd better come back later if you're hoping for an audience. Okay. I'll go back down here then. Did I go in here? I did. That's the place with nothing. Let's check over to the left. Is this a... Yeah. Hey, old timer. You want to chat? You don't. Okay. What is this? Oh, God. A little boy that refuses to chat with me. And I will take the buckler. Okay, so it was definitely worth going down there and checking that out. Is that not a... Yeah, there it is. Okay. Simple shield. Neat. And that takes my weight up to 10 out of 10, so I guess I won't be able to hold anything additional, but at least I have a shield now, so that's something. Where am I? Okay, I can't go down that way from here. I'm collecting some supplies, though, so I'm going to be prepared for whatever comes my way, maybe. I can't let you through here, sorry. I'm afraid you'll have to turn back. Oh, and that's the one I came out of. All right, I should be good to head towards the beach then. Probably. It sounds like taxes are going up again. It's been the same old story ever since Horton came to power. It's the last thing the people down on the coast need. What with those huge storms and everything they've been dealing with. I'm sorry. It's time for beach. Maybe. If that's where we're going, I'm not sure.
Princess Gloria, thank you for joining us. I think you may have some inkling of why I have summoned you here. It concerns the future of the Musan royal line. It has been 3 years now since you came here to our kingdom, and while I can only imagine your pain at having lost your realm under such tragic circumstances, there comes a time when one must turn from the past and begin to look forward. I wonder if you might consider making your stay here a more long-term arrangement. Prime Minister Horton has convinced me that in finding you a suitable match, we might sooner bring about the restoration of your kingdom.
Has he indeed?
Thank you, Your Majesty. Yes, with King Vernon's permission, I have instructed my heralds to canvass potential suitors for you, Princess Gloria. Musa's unfortunate end need not mean the end of its illustrious line, after all.
I see. And have you any thoughts on the matter, Sir Sloane?
The honorable gentleman's line of reasoning is not without merit. Such an arrangement would indeed benefit Musa in the long term.
Ah, wise words, Sir Sloane. Your reputation as both a warrior and a thinker is well deserved, I see.
Yet I would not dream to speak for Her Highness, of course. 'Tis she and she alone who must decide.
King Vernon, your concern for my well-being is, as ever, far more than I deserve. Alas, I have a sacred duty to perform before I can even begin to consider such worldly affairs. This being so, I am afraid I have no choice but to respectfully decline your suggestion.
What? How dare you treat King Vernon's kind offices with such disdain? Why, a match has been all but agreed already. Do you wish His Majesty to look a fool?
That will be quite enough, Horton. We have no right to expect anything of Princess Gloria beyond her kindness in hearing us out. We are friends and allies of long standing, and her wishes will be respected. If it is not impolite to ask, Your Highness, what is this sacred duty of which you speak?
The time has come for me to recover my kingdom's greatest treasures, the 4 crystals. Fortunately, thanks to Sir Sloane, the wind crystal is safely in my possession already, but the whereabouts of the others remain unknown. And that does not bode well. Fire, water, wind, earth, nature's masters. The crystal's power exceeds the hand of man, and if unleashed, would bring down death, disaster, calamity and blight upon the land.
Seems bad.
I learned those lines as soon as I could talk. And if I understand them correctly, the troubled seas may be merely the first among many calamities to come.
It is my duty, no, my destiny, as Princess of Musa, to do all that I can to prevent further misfortune befalling our world. And I shall fulfill it.
Very well. I understand completely. Princess Gloria, you must go. You must fulfill your destiny.
Thank you, King Vernon. Your understanding in the matter is much appreciated.
All right. Well, there's our plot. I think we upset Horton. I mean, it's too bad. Tough, Horton. So we need to find the other 3 crystals. We already got wind. Beyond the city limits. When you're out and about in the field, it's a good idea to take a look around and get the lay of the land as you travel. If you're using the standard 2-handed controls, R will move the camera. Pressing R will expand or shrink the minimap. For a detailed overview of various controls, you played a video game. If you haven't, Bravely Default 2 is probably a hard start, to be honest. When you're out in the field or exploring a dungeon, you can press Y to swing your sword. Try using it to cut some grass or give a monster a nasty surprise. You never know what might happen. So this is a game where we're washed up on a beach, and then we have to worry about the calamity and help the princess and cut some grass. Doesn't sound familiar. Adventuring tips 1, saving. You can save your game at any time when you're in a town or out on the field by opening the menu and selecting save. Even if you forget to save, the handy autosave function will occasionally record your progress. While this can be useful, you should still make a habit of saving the game. Okay, so we can check the mini-map, and we need to get over to that thing. In the meantime, I'm going to cut some grass. You can't cut a tree, though. That's illegal. Animator obtained. What is Animator? Animator. Cures a single target of paralysis. Okay, so my assumption is that we're going to get into, like, a lot of status ailments, like, right at the beginning. Hey, we found some money. Someone dropped their lunch money in the grass. What I got here? Ward Light. I'm going to try and familiarize myself with some of this. Ward Light is makes it harder for enemies to spot the party. Oh, that must be like repel, I guess. All right, I found some pretty good stuff here. I'm almost certainly going to be getting into a battle. There's a little bit more money. Renee says, "Oh, good, a lawn mowing RPG." It's kind of neat that if you want to, search for things, you can. Also, there's a day-night system, because that happened fast. When I say day-night, I mean day-night. Not day, evening, night. I mean it was day and then suddenly it's night. So there's not really a in-between. Same music track, just gets a little bit lower. Just gonna kind of just walking around, explore a little bit. Ultimately heading towards... Oh, and it shows my footsteps. Oh, that's cool. That's a nice little feature. Shows where I've been. All right, let's head this way. Because I don't think we're going to get into any battles yet.
Whoa.
It's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I heard it was bad, but this is something else.
Oh, you should have seen the size of the waves. I smashed absolutely everything to
Monster!
A monster! Quickly, get out of here.
Looks like it just wants to dance, really. All right. Now it's time for combat mechanics. This is.
Let's do this.
I've heard some really good things about the Bravely Default combat system, so I'm really curious.
It's my turn.
2 commands form the key components of the Bravely series' unique battle system. Brave and Default. That's where they get the name. Use Default to accumulate build-up power, and then Brave to unleash it. Brave. The Brave command is a potent offensive technique that enables a character to spend BP, I'm guessing Brave points, in order to increase the number of actions they can perform that turn. You can use it to string together chains of up to 4 moves, using an item, then attacking 3 times, for example. It's even possible to borrow BP against future turns, enabling you to pile on the pressure when the time is right. Default. The Default command is a powerful defensive maneuver that enables a character to hunker down and bank their action for that turn in the form of a Brave point. The safest way to progress through battle is often to begin by building up Brave points through the use of the Default command. Try it out for yourself. All right, it's time to try out the Brave command. You don't currently have any Brave points banked, but you can borrow against the Brave points of future turns to perform up to 3 extra action points. 3 extra actions. It's worth mentioning, however, that this may not always be the best idea, but never mind that for now. Try using the Brave command a few times to perform multiple attacks. Okay, so they want me to use that. All right, so Brave. Spend BP to perform extra actions. Spending BP you don't have will mean you miss future turns. So now you can see in the bottom right corner, my BP is -1. So I'm down a Brave point, but now I can attack. So if I attack Goblin A and B, all right, I'm going to start on the further one, A. And because I used a Brave point, I think that's why I get to attack twice. So let's attack Goblin A twice. I missed the second. That was a useful use of my Brave points. Okay, back to 0. So I missed that turn.
Okay, then.
Beware of overbraving. The key benefit of the Brave command is that it lets you perform multiple actions in a single turn. Be aware, however, that if you borrow Brave points against future turns, you end up with a deficit that must be worked off before you can act again. Wipe the enemy out in one go and you'll have nothing to worry about, but it's worth bearing in mind the risks if your gamble doesn't pay off. Don't forget the Default. The Default command can be employed to offset the downside of being Brave. You can use it to accumulate up to 3 Brave points, with the help of which you'll be able to act 4 times and still take your next turn as normal. Build up Brave points, then let them loose. Bear those words in mind, particularly in bigger battles, and you won't go far wrong. Interesting. Defend yourself. So when I defend myself, what occurred? Oh!
Crikey! Sorry, pal. I didn't see you standing there.
How many times have I told you? Look before you cast. You can't just jump in spells blazing.
And how many times have I told you? I'm a big picture guy. He's alright, isn't he? Don't sweat the details.
Someone has to when you're going around nearly frazzling people.
Crikey!
Are you alright?
Yeah, I guess. But who are you exactly?
Just a couple of concerned passers-by. This guy's a wandering scholar, and I'm the one he hired to try and keep him out of trouble. The name's Adele.
Oh, and I'm Elvis.
Anyway, enough chit-chat. We've got a battle to finish. Try not to incinerate anyone, okay, Elvis?
Aye, aye. I'll do my best.
I'm up, huh?
All right. So, Adele, we just met, probably has her own set of items. She uses a broadsword and a dagger. She's got a few things here. Freelancer abilities: examine, reveal an enemy's HP, weaknesses, and family. And then also can treat. That's interesting. Restores 20% of a target's HP, but also 10% of their magic. Huh. That's curious. Most games don't let you restore magic with magic. Okay, and we can go brave. We don't know what we're up against, though, so let's defend and gain a brave point. Black magic. So you got some fire magic, blizzard magic, and thunder magic. On a target, all targets, target, all targets. Okay, so let's say I want to do fire. Oh, I can also do all. I'm guessing I water the attack down if I choose to attack everyone. So let's go for both of them, though. Okay.
I was ready for that one. All right, then.
Interesting. All right, so now I have a brave point. I'd love to know how much HP these guys have, though. That would be really helpful. So let's do that. Very little.
Guess it's my turn.
Very little. Oh, hey, you get to play again. All right. With only 91, you could probably wrap this up. All right, now the big question. If I choose, instead of doing it to both, just to one, will it do closer to 200 damage?
I'm up, huh?
Looks more beneficial to hit multiple targets if I can.
Oh, did you underestimate us?
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Cool. And there's also a job system, so there's a lot going on.
And in a scrap, aren't you, laddie? That was some tasty brawling.
It really was. You were definitely more help than a certain so-called scholar I could mention.
Ha, aye, less of that. I pulled my weight fair and square. Isn't that right, pal?
Huh? Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, you're only saying that because he put you on the spot. It's all right, you know. You can tell us what you really think. Besides, if you're nice to this one, it'll only go to his head.
And what would be so wrong with that, eh? Go on, son. Praise away. I could do with a wee boost to the old self-esteem.
Believe me, that's the last thing he needs.
Anyway, thanks for helping me out back there. Miss.
Hey, less of that. It's just plain Adele, okay?
Aye, we don't stand much in ceremony, us two. What are you doing scrapping with monsters anyway? You don't look like your average warrior, I must say.
Oh, I was just helping out an old lady who was in trouble.
Have a go hero, eh? Very noble. I reckon you and me are going to get along just fine. Which is lucky, because I'm about to take you back to town and treat you to a wee drink.
Oh, really? Are you sure?
Am I sure? After a bonding experience like that, I insist on it.
Well, in that case, all right.
That's the spirit.
Ho-ho! Then away to the tavern we go. I've worked up a right old thirst. Oh, but before I forget, have you seen one of these about the place?
What is it?
It's called an asterisk. Us two are on a journey collecting them, which is how we ended up happening across you.
But we're not friends or anything. I'm only here because he hired me.
Okay, details. Anyway, we heard there was someone around these parts in possession of one of these wee beauties, so I was wondering if you might know something?
No. Sorry, guys. I'm not from around here. Matter of fact, I'm not even here by choice. I got shipwrecked and just kind of washed up nearby.
A shipwreck? Talk about a calamity.
Yeah, I guess. But hey, I'm still alive, and I wasn't too badly hurt, so...
Aye. Sounds like you've plenty to be thankful for. Not least of all meeting the two of us. Now, shall we go and celebrate or what? That bar won't prop itself up.
All right. Jobs and abilities can now be viewed and managed. I got to do one round of combat as solo individual. And then the game was like, hold up there. Wouldn't you like it better if you had more characters? And I was like, okay, sure. This is my hand. What?
Your Highness, a wandering merchant brings most worrisome tidings. The desert kingdom of Savalon is beset by a sudden abundance of water. So much so that full half the capital has been submerged. A deluge in the desert, milady. 'Tis unheard of. I would fain hazard a guess that this is a crystal's doing.
Savalon? The kingdom is a muse and ally of long standing.
And King Orion is a fine man. I am sure he would be happy to tell us more about what has been happening. We should head there right away.
One moment, milady. Lurk not in the shadows, rogues. Show yourselves.
What on earth?
Very impressive, Sir Sloane. The greatest swordsman in the land is still as sharp as ever, it seems.
Thou knowest me. Then thee and thy companion are no mere sneak thieves, it would seem. Perhaps thou might do me the kindness of an introduction.
Well, since you asked so nicely, my sharp-eyed friend, I am Selena.
Yeah, and I'm Dag.
We will come straight to the point, yes? Princess Gloria, we want the Wind Crystal. Please make this easy for everyone and hand it over.
What?
Come now. Do as we say, and no one will have to get hurt.
Never mind all the fancy talk, Selena. Let's just bash him and take the bloody thing. The old codger's already got one foot in the grave. We'll be done with him in no time.
Thou thinkest me too old to school thee, boy? There is life in this old dog yet.
Ooh, Gramps has got a temper on him. Well, rage all you like, mate. You don't stand a chance against me.
Is that an asterisk?
Too right it is. Bet you wish you'd just given us the crystal now, don't ya? Bring it, old man.
What? Was it you? Do the despoilers of Musa stand before me?
Music? What are you on about?
Mayhap you are mere mercenaries. In which case, whose coin hath purchased thy services? I'll show ya.
Oh no.
Game's up, Grandad. Put the sword down, or the kid gets it.
Stop it! Let me go!
Sir Sloane, you must do as he says. What kind of monster takes a child hostage?
Whatever. It worked, didn't it? All's fair dinkum in love and war. Now shut your whinging and hand over the crystal.
Please stop it! I do not have the crystal.
Hey?
You have hidden it somewhere. Very well. Then we will just have to take you instead.
Never!
You will let the child go free? Then I will do as you say.
Princess Gloria!
Hostage trade, eh? Not a bad idea. And I'd probably go along with it too if Greybeard here hadn't rubbed me up the wrong way.
Sir Sloane!
Fear not, Your Highness. 'Twill take a mightier blow than this to fell me.
Will it now? Well, there's a coincidence, because that's exactly what I was about to give you. Ready or not?
Your Highness!
I have already agreed to come with you. There is no need for further bloodshed.
Oh, yeah? Think you can tell me what to do ya? You ain't the princess of me, girlie.
All right, Dag. You have had your fun.
But...
She was telling the truth. She does not have the wind crystal. Now, do as we promised and release the child. You can walk, yes? You must fetch the wind crystal and bring it to the abandoned house north of town. Once you have done that, we will release Princess Gloria. But if you even think about bringing help from Halcyonia, well, I'm sure I don't need to tell you what would happen.
Man, can't wait to kill Dag.
Smell you later, Drongo.
Princess Gloria!
So that was a lot. That was a cutscene, capital C. There was a lot that occurred there. Holy crap. So anyway, back to these people. Wandering monsters. Monsters freely roam the fields and dungeons of the land. Come into contact with one, and a battle will begin. When a monster notices you, you'll see an exclamation point symbol appear above its head, and it will come charging towards you. And so will Konami. Try not to let monsters approach you from behind, as you'll find yourself at a distinct disadvantage in the ensuing battle. Okay, so Earthbound rules. Sure, got it. Party chat. As you work your way through the story, you'll occasionally see the words, Party chat, appear in the top right corner of the screen. Press plus while this text is visible to enjoy a conversation between the members of your heroic band. The notification will disappear after a while, but you can catch up on any party chat you've missed in the menus. Hold on, party chat. Comrades in arms. So, what? Why are you staring like that? Oh ho ho! Don't tell me you've taken a shine to Adele here. No, it's nothing like that. I was just wondering how long you guys had been traveling around together, that's all. I mean, the way you fight and everything, it feels like you've known each other a long time. How long has it been, Elvis? Since you first hired me? Crikey, I'm not sure. Did we meet before I set off, or did I bump into you later? I can't quite recall. Hehehe, not that it matters anyway. Don't sweat the details, that's what I always say. So you don't really know each other, or... Look, you don't need to go way back with someone to know you can trust them, and trust's the most important thing. You might think you need to know someone for years, but that's not always the way. It's a feeling you have, that's all. And you've either got it or you haven't. With Adele, I knew from the start I was onto a winner. Had the same feeling about you and all. Listen to your gut, laddie. You'll not go far wrong. You definitely might, but let's just have him have his thing, shall we? Sure. Party chat. Okay, so I've been Oh, hi. I'm much faster than them. Couple tips if you're ever up against multiple enemies. First, try to whittle their numbers down as quickly as you can. Yeah. After all, the fewer of them there are, the fewer attacks you have flying in your direction. Focusing your efforts on eliminating one foe at a time is scientifically proven to reduce injury and untimely demise. Second, take a careful look at how much health each enemy has and any weaknesses you might be able to exploit. Step back and think for a moment rather than rushing and swinging, and you'll save yourself time and bandages in the long run. In other words, it's an RPG. Ha! I hit him. That fool. So because this is a goblin...
Ha! Looks like luck's on our side.
Oh my goodness, there's a lot of them. So my first thought is, I think we maybe have got a brave point because we attacked first. Allied turn order. The yellow bar underneath each character's HP/MP bar is known as the turn gauge. When it's full, that means the character's turn is ready to come around. The speed at which it fills can be affected by all kinds of factors. For example, a character's speed stat and the weight of their equipment, the actions a character took in the previous turn, status effects that either slow down or speed up a character. The status of your allies' turn gauges should therefore only be taken as a rough guide as to who will act next. Enemy turn order. Enemies don't have visible turn gauges, but you will see a warning sign next to any foe whose turn is about to come around. It's best to try and deal with anyone marked in this way as an urgent priority. Be aware, however, these warning signs are also just a rough guide, and some wily foes will have surprises up their sleeves. If you want to succeed against the various enemies you'll encounter, you need to understand how best to exploit their vulnerabilities. Doing so enables you to deal up to 1.3 times the damage you would otherwise. 2 types of vulnerability. Elements, such as fire, water, lightning, wind, earth, light, and darkness, and then weapon types. Daggers, swords, staves. There is a number of ways to work out an enemy's vulnerabilities, but one of the easiest is to buy a magnifying glass from your local shop. In fact, buy a few! That make your battling life a whole lot easier. You can also check the vulnerabilities of any monster you've previously examined by using the Battle Info command during a fight. Okay. So... yes. So because I've checked in on the goblins before, I know how much health they have. I am going to use this opportunity to... actually, I'm going to go Brave. And I'm going to examine both. I'm going to examine the Orc, and I'm going to examine the Rat Bit. And that way I'll just know straight from the beginning of the fight. 277. 168.
Here I go.
Now I know a little bit more, so that's helpful. They're all about to attack. You don't say! I don't have any abilities other than... oh, I have Examine also, so I can also examine. Alright. I really want to use my... black magic from Elvis. So I'm gonna focus on the little guy here. Vulnerable daggers. Okay, so we learned something. We're learning something. Let's go Brave and cast... we don't know if there's any weaknesses, so we might as well just choose something, to be honest. Let's, I did Fire before, so let's try Blizzard. Let's try Blizzard. So, Blizzard on all. Go for it. And then, when we're done with that, let's do Thunder on all, because why not? All right, Thunder to all of them. We got some vulnerabilities here. No one's vulnerable to Thunder, though. What do we got? Yikes! Adele can take some serious hits. She's got a ridiculous amount of health points. Not really concerned about her. All right. Cool. So what was your thing? 20 points restores 20% of a target's HP. So, yeah, let's do that.
You saved my bacon there. What's the plan?
And then you still have a Brave point, so let's go Brave and see if we can wipe out this guy and also this guy. And the monsters have Brave points too.
Still standing.
And that animation is them using their Brave points.
Oh, what's next, I wonder?
All right, let's do this. That'll definitely kill the goblin and might do some serious damage to the orc as well. And the orc is vulnerable to fire. Cool. Now that we cast all of the elements that we got, let's I have a good feeling about this. Okay, I didn't need to do all that, but yeah, good stuff. It's actually really interesting. The Brave system's really curious because, like, especially, like, it's going to be important during boss battles, but in the low-level fights, too, you could really just stack the Braves if you really, truly feel like you got it. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so, Elvis is still a little low, so let's go over... I can't use your abilities? Treat. I can't use that out of battle, apparently. Oh. I was gonna heal... I was going to heal Elvis, and that's not a thing that I'm going to do. What items do I got? I got a few potions. It's 250. That's more than I really need. Let me get myself into some more trouble here in a second. When it gets dark, that's when the monsters really come out to play. There's more of them than in the daytime, and they're nastier too. Interesting, though, is that time seems to cycle through even when you're in a conversation, as it just did. So if you were really, really scared of night, you could probably theoretically just, like, sit. I'm not going to, but you could. If you want to make it to your destination with the minimum of hassle, travel during daylight hours. But if you fancy a monster hunt, nighttime's the right time. Not that I'm endorsing monster hunting for its own sake, of course. A very dangerous pastime. Should give us another brave point, if that's what it always does.
The upper hand, guys.
Okay. Oh, we got something new. It's a wolf. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna work on the. Actually, no. I want to examine the wolf. I want to learn about the wolf. I'm gonna learn about the wolf. Wolf. Teach me about the wolf. Weakness is fire.
I'm up, huh?
Elvis is not going to get a chance to attack yet. Let's continue working on Elvis. You can treat enemies. You can treat it like in Final Fantasy. You can like attack your own party members if it makes sense to do so.
Thanks for bailing me out.
That's a little something.
Right.
Okay. So, all right. If I let's see, how do I battle info? Okay, so we know that the wolf is weak to water. Or we know that the wolf is weak to fire. The goblins are technically weak to water. Although, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going for this, because I really feel like early game, this actually could be a really good strategy. So we're going to multi-fire. We're going to multi-fire. We're going to multi-fire. And we're going to multi-fire. I'm going to cast fire 4 times. And I really feel like I'll basically kill them. Get dunked on! Get dunked on. Nice. Shiny Nerd says undead are weak to heal magic. So yeah, so there would be a reason why that you would maybe want to target the enemies with something like healing. That worked really well. I mean, I used up some of my magic, but like, whatever. Whatever. Cool. All right, where's my map at? Where is the... It's this way, right? Oh, suddenly day. Sorry, can't fight right now. I gotta go. Handy hints. You can do Okay, we already learned about that. Yes, thank you. If you missed the party chats, you can come back and look at them anytime you want.
Help! Somebody help me!
You okay? What's the matter?
A horrible man and woman took me, but then an old man and another woman came and saved me, but then the man got attacked and now he's really badly hurt.
We'd better go help him out. Will you show us where he is?
You can call me Seth. Don't ask me to spell it.
Are you okay? Wait a second. You're the guy from before.
Greetings, young seafarer.
You're hurt. We need to get you seen to right away.
'Tis not. But the princess...
What happened to Gloria? Is she okay?
The fiends took her...
Never mind that now. Let's get you to bed.
You're right. Come on.
Well, I'll be jiggled. So you're the famous Sir Sloan, eh? Lady Emma told me all kinds of wild tales about you, my man.
Oh, and how is dear Emma? Is she well?
I'm afraid she passed on 6 months ago or so.
I see. Thou wert her apprentice. Time truly does fly. Why, I can recall when the good lady studied under another herself. But forgive me, much as I would love to spend the day in fond reminiscence, alas, there are more pressing matters at hand. I must away and wrest Her Highness from the clutches of those unconscionable rogues.
Sorry, but you won't be wresting anyone from anything in your condition. I'd be surprised if you could wrest yourself out of bed.
But I must!
Well, how about I join you?
You are kind indeed, young sir, but I cannot allow it. The rogues in question are in possession of an asterisk.
Well, that's all the more reason to go deal with them, right? Besides, I owe you after you helped me out back there at the beach.
But good sir,
I'm coming too. If there's an asterisk involved, I'm there with bells on.
Thine aid is appreciated, but might I ask why the asterisk would interest thee so?
Oh, aye. Ask away, pal. It's because of this old book, see? I found it when I was going through Lady Emma's stuff. I couldn't read a word of it when I first picked the thing up. But wave an asterisk near it, and the gobbledygook starts making sense. And I'm nothing if not nosy, so I set out on a quest to find enough of these special wee stones to read the whole thing.
Intriguing.
If I can find another asterisk and help your pal into the bargain, then everyone's a winner.
Great! Then we should leave right away.
Though it weighs heavy on my conscience to enlist the aid of strangers, I fear I have little choice. You have my thanks. Her Highness has been taken to an abandoned building north of the town. Let us make haste!
Sir Sloan is now accompanying the party. Oh, good. Because he seems hurt, but strong. Hurt, but strong. You'll sometimes be joined by other characters during the course of your adventure. You won't be able to control any such guest companions, but they'll help out with the odd attack and healing spell. Oh, good. You can use tents out in the field and at save points in dungeons. Using one will restore all your HP and MP and cure any status ailments. So it's a good idea to take a few along with you when setting out on the next leg of your adventure. You can buy them at all good shops, so be sure to stock up. Collecting asterisks will enable you to change your party members' jobs. Open the menu and select jobs. To do so, you'll want to strike a good balance between the roles you assign. Freelancer, adept at using all sorts of equipment with special abilities designed to make adventuring easier. Black Mage, excels at defensive magic and can bring destructive power to bear over a wide area. Care must be taken not to run out of magic points. Panoramic view. Ah, cool! That's the house I'm in. Neat. Alright, so Sir Sloan is with us on the right there, but we don't get to control him. I think I'm actually going to call it here, since we're right about an hour, which is, you know, the or so part of First 20. This is a really interesting game. The story has a pretty good hook, but the thing that I really like is the gameplay. I really like the concept of the Brave system, especially in the low-level fights. Like, you can really just push your Brave points. Now, if you screw up, you're gonna pay a price. And I have heard from folks that this game gets very, very hard. And yeah, okay. Satsy also says, I hear it gets difficult later. Yeah, I've heard the exact same thing. So it's really interesting. Like, if you're looking for an RPG that has some serious difficulty behind it, this might be something to look into. Anyway, special thanks again to Nintendo for sending a copy of Bravely Default 2 my way. And this is available now on the Nintendo Switch. And I will include a link in the description for Humble Bundle. If you choose to pick it up on Humble Bundle, you get a copy of the game and also support Mal myself, which we appreciate. All right, I'm done. Thanks for watching. See you next week for more Stephen Plays First 20.